Hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. GALA, did what we talked about in the previous video. In yesterday's video, highlighted to you that it would be quite likely to get one more low. Possibly next target was the 3.36 cent level. That's exactly what we reached and also touched. Since then, we've seen a bit of a reaction to the upside, like many other cryptos are doing that. But it's not yet enough to say the low is in. But it can be in at any moment now, because we have, off this high, an ABC structure basically complete. We have in the C wave 5 waves that we can count. And even in the 5th wave of the C wave, we have 5 waves that we can count. Now, of course, it could be that we are still in the 4th wave. You can get these odd flat patterns sometimes in a 4th wave. Basically an A wave up, especially as it's 3 wave. A wave, B wave down, and the C wave now to the upside. That is possible. It could even become a running flat. We need to keep an open mind. Here could even become a running triangle, which is just going to go sideways for a bit. So, we need to be flexible about that. Let me just check something. Yeah, here. Because also it reached the 1.38 retracement of the possible A wave. So if it's something like that, A wave, B wave, C wave in wave 4, then the B wave reached basically exactly what you would expect from an overshooting, or in this case, undershooting B wave. They tend to reach the 1.38 Fibonacci retracement of the A wave. But that is also typically the limit for a B wave. So it just did that. So we need to keep an open mind that we could still be in the 4th wave, especially as we have since not rallied impulsively, or at least it's not entirely clear here. Especially if I go on a smaller time frame, it's very hard to see those waves. It's possibly impulsive, but I'd say we rather have 3 waves here. So either way, that's what I mean. At the moment, we are in a really, really fortunate environment, because a lot of the altcoins have reached my targets. I think there are really only a few altcoins which haven't reached my targets here of this wave 2 correction. So I'm really, really looking, possibly next week, for a trend reversal here and a possible alt season beginning, because these could rally in either a 3rd wave or a C wave. So this could be a 1, 2, and then we could get a 3, 4, and 5. Or it could just be an A, B, C pattern, and we'll make new lows afterwards. But as long as these support areas are holding, I prefer to be positioned on the long side, okay? Nobody knows at this stage if the bear market is over. And given the bigger picture, it could still very well be that we make another low also for GALA. But it could be that in the short term we get a bear market rally, or maybe we even get back into the bull run. I mean, that's possible. Looking at previous halving cycles for Bitcoin, we are in a period where those recoveries can begin. So we just need to be aware of that and put that into work in our strategy that we have. Everybody has hopefully their own strategy about what to do. And if you don't, then feel free to hang around, get an understanding what I do, what others are doing, ask you questions, and then come up with your own strategy, or just join our channel membership where you can learn a lot as well. But this is now ready to turn around, and doesn't mean it needs to turn around, can still get one more low. In fact, because Bitcoin hasn't really dropped, a lot of altcoins have though made a new low. Bitcoin yesterday just been frozen really. I would say probably one more low, but again, I wouldn't wait for that, because experience tells me these turn around at an instant. Okay, need to be ready here. It could be wave 4 and 5 are already in. Could also be this is still wave 4. We don't know. But we put it into our strategy. This is a micro counting. What I can tell you, we've reached the support area that is relevant for a wave 2. And if you really try to pick the last low, I mean, then, by all means, either buy long now and set a stop loss below the last one. If it goes lower, you can buy back a bit cheaper. Or you wait for one more low, and then if it comes, it might not happen. If it happens, makes a new low, then you can buy that with a stop loss below it. But I tend to just like to scale in here. What we did see as well, and you often see that towards the end of these C waves here, and towards the end of a wave 5 that we saw here, bullish divergence on the 1 hour chart. Whenever a new low is making a new low on the price chart, but a higher low is generated on the indicators, on the MACD and the RSI. On both we saw those divergences. I mean, that's one. I don't use indicators too often because they're often lagging. And if you combine one lagging indicator with another lagging indicator, you just get a lazy kid that's just playing PlayStation all day while it drains your portfolio value. But when when you get divergences, it can really be useful. Also here, bullish crossover on the MACD on the 4-hour. So we see signs that this stuff is turning around, oversold here. Yeah, it was oversold here as well, and it did quite a decent rally. I mean, even if it just rallies to the top of the range, you can still scale out there or move up your stop loss into break even. But I'm thinking a lot of these altcoins are actually showing some interesting signs. Yeah, interesting it's going to be. Here, though, on the daily, there isn't really a sign it's starting to recover, but it's obviously starting typically on the lower time frames, like the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and then it will sort of eat its way up onto the daily time frame. I mean, if I look at the 8 hour, which is sort of the in-between, you might argue we have a reduction in negative momentum here now, but not yet a bullish well, you actually have one here. A bullish divergence here from that low to that low, and you typically get these between an A wave and a C wave. So this is the A wave low, bottomed here on the 14th of Feb. Then we've got here the C wave low, which might be here or just a little bit lower, but chances are that you get a decent bullish divergence on the 8-hour chart. That's typically what you see on in an A and C wave. Yeah, if you compare these, we don't see it though on the relative strength index, but also here oversold, yeah, indicating that we might be looking and watching out for a trend reversal at some point. Just being oversold doesn't mean a lot. It just means that the trend is down. But if we see some divergences, it can give us a clue that the count is correct, the assumption, because you often see a strong reading on the A wave, but basically that divergence appeared towards the end of a C wave then. Okay, that's my update about GALA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.